Loose Women star Janet Street Porter criticized Chancellor Rachel Reeves after she said she faces misogyny in her role. The 78-year-old appeared on Good Morning Britain on Tuesday, November 25, to discuss her upcoming one-woman show. During the interview, Susanna claimed that the Chancellor is telling anyone who will listen that there is an issue with misogyny in public life. Branding Janet one of the most prominent women on television, Susanna asked if it is fair for Reeves to hit out at armchair critics who question her ability to do her job. Reeves said, "I don't think even I had recognized the misogyny that still exists." After hearing that quote, a fed-up Janet quipped, "Oh God. Grow up, Rachel, love." Explaining the abuse she used to face as a woman early on in her career, the broadcaster continued, "Back in 1971 when commercial radio started in this country, I was on LBC from the very first day. I was a Londoner with a London accent broadcasting for 2 hours every morning on the radio, and I got trolled for my appearance, my big teeth, my accent. I wasn't fit for the job. The fact I held the airtime for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week didn't really matter. Several decades later, when I edited The Independent on Sunday, I had the same snobbery from other posh newspapers like The Telegraph and The Times. The fact that I had presented a political program for the BBC for years alongside Andrew Neil, who was one of the critics who conveniently forgot that it was me sitting next to him." Janet went on, "So what I feel is, it's a tough world. It has got better, but bleating about it doesn't help." Pressed on whether she feels Reeves was correct in what she was saying, Janet responded, "There's misogyny, but is it at the level it used to be? I think we've got to acknowledge that progress has been made." Hitting out at the politician, Janet added, "I don't think it looks good for the Chancellor to talk about things that are bothering her. We don't need to know that stuff." Rachel Reeves has insisted she will still be Chancellor in 2 years' time, as she urged Labour MPs to unite behind her tax-raising budget. In her message to her colleagues in the Commons, Reeves said, "I'll show the media, I'll show the Tories. I will not let them beat me. I'll be there on Wednesday, I'll be there next year, and I'll be back the year after that." She acknowledged that MPs were unlikely to support every measure in the budget, but urged them to consider the package in its entirety. She said, "A budget involves choices. Choices are things that we do, and also things that we don't do. I hope that you like every single measure, but you might not. There might be 99% or 95% that you like, but 1 or 5% that you don't. The budget is a package. It's not a pick and mix."